Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. And what's going on?
So in this video we're going to show you 2 of the cavern tours here at Florida Cavern State Park. I pre-ordered a VIP flashlight tour, which was $12 per person. I got the cheapest one available. And we're also going to do the regular cavern tour, the daytime one, that is $10 a person. So through the magic of editing, we're going to show you these 2 tours, and we will be right back to talk about how it was.
Alright, see you in a little bit, guys.
Yep. There's the cave tours visitor center. I'll just show you this so you can hit pause and if you would like to read it. Another sign, another placard.
Where are they? No,
Oh, pins. $5.97. Can't really see it because of the glare, but it's Florida Cavern State Park pin. $5.97. That's cool. Those are cute.
Junior Ranger.
That's a cute little vest. How much? Florida Cavern State Park Junior Ranger.
Oh, right there. $29.97.
$29.97. That's cute. Oh, they got lots of stuff in here. Stalactite and stalagmite. And all the adult t-shirts are $19.97. Long sleeve shirts are $24.97. This one's neat. And the hoodies are $35. That's a cute bat hat. $12.97. Oh, these are really nice. $10.97. And these are $12.97. And here's a museum. Stalactites. And the stalagmites are going up. Cave formations. Cave bats. Oh, I hope we see some. Look how tiny. It's a little fella. You could canoe, you can camp, you can fish. I checked in on the golf course. It looks like it's closed. Swimming.
From our basement. usually filled with water from our rivers, plus our aquifer was in another cave below us. Now usually when it's filled up all the way, it can reach up about towards the waistline or above. Also a pond in this area as well. But other than that, this whole approximate area we just walked into is about 65 feet deep from the surface. So this is the lowest point of the cave. So as we continue, we're not going down, we're going up. Now along this tour, you'll see fossils such as seashells, sea urchin shells, shark's tooth, or maybe even a bat. If we see a bat, we're going to stay calm. Flies around, we're going to stay still. You got two choices. You either can get muddy, or you can either get low. All in favor want to get muddy? Raise your hand. If you want to get muddy, you can go down there. Take a left and get to the next room. Take a right, just take a right. So, in all favor want to get low? Follow me.
This is about 4'11". Maybe it's about 5 foot. This is the low part, but I don't have to squat because I'm short. I do hear a little bit.
Get muddy? Yes. Did you? Oh no. It was wonderful. Very
These formations that go up called stalagmites. Remember those in the caves, stalactites will hang tight to the ceiling. Stalagmites will go up to the ceiling. Who can take a guess of how long a cubic inch of that takes to grow? 100 years. So 100 years for a cubic inch and over 1,000 for that to grow back together. Tells you how slow this cave gradually grows. That's why I try not to touch anything so it can continue to grow. Now, you'll see three main colors throughout the whole cave. The white snowy color appears is going to be a calcite/calcium. Above where the stalactites hang, only the orange rusty part is your iron from your clay. And back there beside their heads, I promise you it's not brown pudding, so please try not to lick it. But it is your manganese from your topsoil. Those three things plus water makes up the whole cave. Now originally, this room was called the Donald Duck Room. Can anybody take a guess why? His body and his feet. Yep. And some say like him sitting on a log, sitting on a torpedo, or fighting an iguana.
It's a nice reflection. This formation is called the Rhino.
So either it's going to be completely dark or a disco ball is going to come out. So let's find out. The 1, 2, 3.
So he said that bowl up there is original, and that's how they reflected the light when they first started exploring. And he said there's about, I think he said like 65 of those throughout.
Yeah.
So not the light itself, but the bowl that's above it. It's original.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Pretty smart of them to reflect light off of that.
I can't, like, every time I've ever, like...
But it does take about 6 weeks for water to even hit the cave. Don't run, Megan. This room here is what we call the discovery room. First room discovered when the cave was found. So back in 1933, that's when our president, Franklin D. Roosevelt, created an organization called the CCC, Civilian Conservation Corps. Those guys about 18 and up and came down here in the cave and worked for $1 a day. $1 a day eventually added up to $30 a month. But 25 of those dollars went back towards their families at home, so at the end, they really only kept 5. 1935, that's when this land was acquired by the state of Florida. And it's 1937, that's when the cave was actually found and discovered by a man named Oliver Shalfo, which found the cave in a hole. Would you go down here first? Over there. So, this is the original first entrance of the cave, now covered in formations and rocks over the time. But at the very tip of the top, you might see that tin metal piece. Towards the right of that, that's where the hole is still located. So let's say if it was the rain or flood, it'll come through that hole, following that little pathway right there, creating a riverbed. And that's why you see so much plant life growing back there, such as ferns, algae, and moss. Now, this rock has a name. The rock with many names. Because he was clumsy enough, of course, didn't see he was down here. Well, one bad hit right there. One good knock right there. Not pretty names. So, as we leave this room, try not to give him any names today.
It's the original entrance to this cave.
As you come by, I'll show you the back. You go around, you can touch that post and meet me in the next room.
That hole right there is where all the oxygen comes into the cave. So that was pretty interesting. Oh, and there's another one of them bowls. Let's check out a sleeping bat.
Go down these stairs, just please take your time because they are slippery. Tall people. Good luck. So that's how the ground floor used to look like. When they came down here and excavated the cave, they had 5-gallon buckets, shovels, pickaxes, clay, and of course the gas lanterns to light the way. Over here, going to be the small spaces where they used to crawl through to map out the whole cave. The cave actually used to be that size a long time ago. So thankful for them, you have this space to walk. So as you come through, once again, just take your time, watch your heads.
Oh!
Okay, we're not going in that entrance for the VIP. Going on the side entrance.
Watch your steps in your head and just wait for me.
Thank you.
Watch your steps in your head. So, first thing first, how do you guys feel? That's all right? Y'all feel good?
Yeah.
All good? All right. Throughout this tour, in case you guys feel like you need to be taken outside, just let me know. I can take you to the emergency section, which is only a couple minutes away. Just keep in mind, please watch your head. Also, throughout this tour, you guys will encounter some puddles. Make sure you guys watch out for the puddles. And watch your head again. One more thing. This tour right here is not really a scripted tour, but if you guys have any questions about anything or any room, let me know and I'll answer your questions. So we're going to start with this room. This is way off to a bad start because normally this room right here we call it the exit room because all we do is exit. There's not really nothing to this room. So if you guys want to look around this room, and then whenever you guys finish looking around this room, the next room will be right over there. Here you can see all the crawfish in there. Cool. So many crawfish.
So many crawfish. Oh, that's cool. Looks like diamonds. Look at that.
Oh, God. Look at me. You look like you work for
This way.
Just watch your head.
Alright.
It's really low right there.
That's real low. Oh. Wow. You could stand here and I'm bent.
The next room we're going to take is called the round room. It's on this side right here. This room right here has been closed off pretty much the entire year. The only reason why is back there got flooded. Right now it's not flooded, but there's a little puddle right now. So watch out on the puddle. And we're going to go to the big room called the round room. All I do is go around, come back, then take the passage back there. So we will come back to this room right here.
Sorry, baby.
I was shutting off the light to see how dark it is. Look. Where are you? Yeah. Okay. Hey. License and registration? Oh. How long you been doing it?
For almost like a year and a half.
How about a year and a half?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Get a break from the heat too.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat, yeah.
Looks like ice.
I think you see a lot more of this in it.
Watch the puddle.
Dark, yeah, I see it. Watch your head. Okay. Hey, look at that. That's our escape room.
That's a generator room.
Oh, it is?
What is
Back
it?
then, workers would keep their generators all the way up there. Because if they kept it down here, all that gas smell, all that stuff, they'd be stuck down here.
Wow.
That's game over for them.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
It's formations. A cavern has formations and a cave doesn't.
Oh,
that's a
so
big-
this is why a cavern's got stalagmites and stalactites. Stuff
And a
like
cave
that.
doesn't. It's just a simple.
A hole.
That's what it is.
It's like 1,000 year old.
That's pretty neat. Not bad.
We got the camera back.
Let's show 'em again how dark it is. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There's somebody with a flashlight back there, but go. Oh. Wow. All right, guys, listen to this.
Look at that. Looks like a volcano.
Hey,
What?
we're the only ones back here.
Everybody's
Everybody left. So look how dark it is.
I know what they're like.
Just listen. Holy cow. It goes around. We gotta go around here.
They
Yeah.
have markers on the ground.
We got a rocky in here. Watch out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if AP told you guys this, but in this room, we
Yeah.
have a lot of petrified coral from the ocean. Saw this room?
Wow.
Yeah, he showed us, I don't know if it was this one, where there was a lemon shark tooth.
How much of this is actually like there's still rooms that people can't go in?
Well,
Like-
actually, this cavern itself is 3/4 of a mile we get to go through, but actually it's 7 square miles big, so it goes far.
So it's like an ant mound, right? It's got a bunch of different areas in it that nobody ever gets to go in, right?
Not even us.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
7 miles. 7 square miles, you said.
7 square miles. But this is one out of 53 caves and caverns. So we got
In
this park,
in this park?
and last year was 37.
One out of how many? 57?
53.
Or 53?
Yeah, last year we had like 37 caves and caverns. Now we got 53. Numbers changed.
Wow.
Once they like bought more land, The park bought more land, and they found like a lot of caves and caverns. I think the most recent cave discovered was in October, and we just had.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Right now, they have it categorized as the 3rd largest cave in this whole state. But since it's flooded, they're waiting for it to dry out. So once it dries out, they can keep exploring and see how actually big it is. Because it might be the biggest one in the whole state.
Wow.
Or bigger than this one right here. As we told you guys, the first rule was to not touch, but actually it was one information you guys can touch. And it's a big one too.
Wait, should we do this?
That's pretty cool. Look at that. Beautiful.
I'll turn my light off.
This is the only one you can touch.
Right now, the only noticeable area that we can tell where oxygen come through is from that little natural air vent on top there.
Right.
And that's where the bats come in and come out. But actually,
Okay.
there's far more air vents. Just this is the only one we can actually notice. By a land surveyor named Oliver Southfield. Oliver Southfield was walking through the forest. He found a tree and fell down. Whenever that one tree fell over, the roots went up and made a hole in the ground. He looked through the hole and he found a cavern. Once he found a cavern, he brought the state park down here. So that's when they brought to the CCC workers back then. And the CCC workers back then would work here for $1 a day back then, $1 a day. At the last day of each month, they would gather $25, send it to their family. They keep themselves $5 each month. It took them 4 years. It took them 4 years to finish excavating this whole cavern. Once they finished, later in 1942, we had the first tour in 1942. So 1937, this cavern was discovered. And the rock is still there. Rock is still I'm gonna say it again. Please watch out for the rock. And whenever you guys ready, that right there will be the next passage back there.
That reminds me of Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Like right
See all the little drops? On each one of the little things, there's a little drop on it. There's the rhino. The rhino. What do you think so far?
That's a very cool tour.
Right.
I like the fact that you got lots of time.
Yeah. They don't rush you either.
No. Look back there, how dark.
I mean, it's dark.
A dead shark.
A lemon shark. A lemon shark.
Shark's tooth.
Lemon shark.
Lemon shark. Look
Also
at
a
that.
dead shark.
Also a dead shark. Down there, right down there, there's like a passage called the Forbidden Passage. Normally we never go to that passage, but that passage will take you to a loop, and it brings you back to this room right here. So you guys, if you guys want to check it out, you guys can go to the Forbidden Passage. If you don't want to, then we could just say I will be in this room too. But if you guys can check out the Forbidden Passage, the Forbidden Passage will be right over there. It'll be on your right side. Normally we don't go through it.
Right.
If you have to,
Let's go to the Forbidden Passage.
This way, he's saying?
Yes, that's the way to go. Pardon, I think he means go through
He
here.
means go that way.
Oh, that is cool.
No, that's an emergency exit. We'll have another
You gotta watch your head, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
really halfway through, that's an emergency exit.
Oh, yeah.
Watch your step.
Yep.
Watch your head.
No, go ahead. Wow, look at that. That's so awesome. That.
No, I'm gonna do
Are you going to take your with him? Hold on. Go back up.
oh, cinder blocks.
Wow, he looks like he's gold and bronze. Yeah. The bronze man.
Oh, that's beautiful back here, huh? Look at this.
Yeah. Hold on.
Did you get a picture of that guy?
I should, huh?
Yeah.
Now,
Where? Oh,
These
yeah.
little cave crickets are big.
Oh, yeah.
He's not big.
No.
He's a regular cricket that made it in.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Look how far back that goes. Okay. All right. Gotcha. All right.
Handle your stuff.
Alright, so now we're gonna go through this passage. Just take it right there. And just wait for me in the same room. Open room. So just take it right. But this room, there's a formation shape of a duck. Can you guys find that formation shape of a duck?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Ain't no way you guys find it that fast. You guys must have been here before. Even not working, I can't find it there.
Have you ever had one last a whole 2 hours, though? Really?
The only reason I took 2 hours is because the cavern was really flooded. And
That would be cool.
people were like, they were swimming through it. Like right there, the whole thing right there was
And the
flooded.
people were swimming?
People were swimming straight through it.
Wow.
Nah, me, nah.
No, it's probably cold too. We just missed all
We
this
walked
stuff.
right past that.
And if you guys want to go up there, you guys can go up there. Check it out, the room back there. It's not really nothing much, but if you guys want to check it out, you guys can go up there. Check it
Oh,
out.
man.
It's a thing.
The fan man. Oh, that's so cool, huh? Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Whoa, that looks cool.
Look at all that.
It's like,
Look at that right there.
It's like,
Yeah.
look, it's like, this one white. It's like,
Look down there.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Wow.
There you go.
Oh,
I can't do that
cool.
tapping thing.
Is it
because-
hollow?
I can't do the tapping thing because like I'm a beginner level. I'm not at the level yet. But once I get there, I'm gonna drop a new album. I'm like, God, so here are the accent. So right here's our accent. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You have a safe trip back. Oh, what was that? Oh, no, what is that? I thought it was a joke.
Yeah, that's the entrance.
Oh, it was like,
We did it in reverse with a little extra.
Thank you.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
We did.
What's your
Hope you guys, Fidel.
Fidel.
Thank you, buddy.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
There was
Okay, and through the magic of editing, we are back
From the tours.
in the same location
With the same clothes.
with the same rain,
Yeah.
and we're back.
Just like
that quick.
magic. Just like magic.
All right, so let's do the closing on
Yeah,
this.
our
As far
thoughts.
as what you thought, what I thought, will we do it again? Is it worth it?
All right.
And so on. So
That's a lot.
we'll start with you.
All right, so number one, the reason we did the VIP flashlight tour is because I read online, because you know I like to do my research, and they said that the tours sell out quickly. So I didn't want to risk coming up here and then not being able to do one of the Cavern tours. That is the reason I chose, and it was only $2 more than it would be for the daytime tour anyway, so I figured out 12 bucks a person, it's worth it knowing that you have a spot.
All right, I don't know if we need to explain that they have different packages that you can get for the nighttime one or the flashlight. I'm going to say flashlight
one, yeah.
because it really wasn't dark out. It was dark inside the cave, but it wasn't dark outside.
Yeah, it's a 5:30.
So they have different packages. We got the cheaper package. We didn't get a
cheapest.
shirt. Yeah, we didn't get the shirt or the flashlight. I think that's one of the packages.
Yeah.
And when they say VIP, it's nothing like it's
It's not
you
like
know.
a Disney VIP where they give you headsets and
Right.
they explain everything. But it's
Right.
really cool.
It's really cool. And as far as, you know, we're talking compared to the daytime one, it was $2 more, like Charlie said. I think you said that already.
Yep.
And so you're talking $12 to do the flashlight one.
That's right. Yep.
So my personal favorite would be the flashlight tour. Now, when you go to that, remember to bring your flashlight, number one.
They
you
do
have
not
to do
give you
that.
one.
Unless you get the package.
Yeah.
Then you get a flashlight. But bring your flashlight with you. And the reason why I liked it was you could take more time.
Yes.
You could pretty much roam more, I would say. Not roam where you want to go, but
Yeah.
you could roam more. They really don't push you through it. The differences that I've seen through the daytime and the nighttime was, or the flashlight one was, the daytime was more scripted.
Yes.
They kind of like stuck to, you know, the same, from what
More
we heard.
information, more
It
information.
was more information about what this was, what that is, what's that's called, what's this called. And they do answer some questions. Now, for the flashlight one, they do still answer questions, but they don't really walk you through it. And what surprised me is there was only one tour guide for the day and the flashlight one.
So there was
But
no one in
there was nobody following you. Okay, there was just one person leading you, and then for the flashlight one, they led you into a certain area, and then you could pretty much roam wherever you wanted to go.
Yep, in that area.
So
Yeah.
as you've seen in the video, I was turning off my light just to show you how dark it was in there. It was, for me, when I was able to flash the light and kind of look at things up close, and as far as the daytime one though, I think you could take better pictures.
That's right, because
in
they
the
have the
daytime
different
one.
color lights and everything.
Yeah, so they both got their, they were both good. They
I
were
agree.
both good, but I would do the flashlight one. And also I want to, because I got a lot to say about this, but
Yeah,
I'm only going to say one more thing. The flashlight tour fills up quick. See, they got several of them throughout the day, but
Yeah.
the flashlight one only had one, and they take up to I think 20 people.
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
And that's
Not
it.
positive,
Once
but-
that's done, in other words, I wouldn't suggest coming here and going up front. They might only have one spot left, and you have two people.
Two or
I would
three, yeah.
definitely pre-order that, right?
Yeah, you could book online. That's what I did, and then I printed up my reservation thing with a little QR code.
Yeah. So I definitely do that. But as far as the daytime, we didn't even really have that scheduled at the time. We just walked up there and they said, oh yeah, we have 2 spots available. And it was within the hour we were able to get. And there was a group. There was a pretty good sized
yeah,
group.
yeah, because I
on
think
every-
those they don't pre-do those.
Okay.
You just have to. That's why I did it online, because
Yeah.
you can't do the daytime one online. It has to be first come first serve.
Yeah,
So I was afraid, but they do it so often that I don't think you'll really have a problem
yeah.
getting one
Now-
if you're willing to wait for the next open spot.
But one more thing about the
Go ahead.
nighttime, the flashlight one, is that we were talking to him a lot more.
Yes. Yeah.
And it felt, nobody else was really asking him too many questions or even talking to him, but we were kind of like falling behind because we wanted to see more things, and sometimes we would just go into a certain section of the cave just so it's a little bit quiet. And so we can hear like the drops of water and just hear the natural sounds of the cave without a whole bunch of talking going on. I guess if that's what I want to say. I do want to say that.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of talking going on. We just wanted to hear it. So he was basically just falling behind everybody just to make sure the group was still intact to go into the next room.
Yes.
With that, we were kind of like sticking around him. So we'd ask questions here and there, like how many areas of the cave have, you know, that are there that we can't see or can't explore. And he was saying things like, all right, it's 7 square miles. And it's like, wow, 7 square miles of caves under there. So it's more, to me, it was more of a personable, if you had questions, that'd be the time to ask.
I like the fact that during the daytime or the morning regular tour, they gave a lot of facts. Like the bowls that are there from the very beginning, from when they first started going through the caves.
So it
stuff like
reflects
that.
light.
Yeah, stuff
That's
like that.
pretty cool.
They didn't say in the VIP tour. But on the other hand, in the VIP tour, you could have asked, hey, what are those bowls? And he, I'm sure, would have told you. But, like Scott said, I like the fact that you could go through and just shine your light. And
Everywhere.
it just looks so different.
Everywhere.
It looks so different because when, during the day, they had, sure, they have like the green and the orange and the pretty lights shining on everything. And you can see everything at once pretty much. But I think it's a whole different perspective when it's pitch black, because that's what they do. The VIP tour, they turn all the lights off in the cave. The only source of light
is your flashlight.
That's it. And they also...
One more thing when you said that.
What?
He also demonstrated, I didn't catch it on video because everybody needed all their lights off. There shouldn't be any light source. That includes your phones, anything. So we had to shut the camera off because I couldn't hide it enough. And basically he stuck his lighter out and he put his lighter up and he said that's basically what they had to see when they were
starting out.
Yeah, when they were starting out. It's like, wow, it's like it hits you when you see a little
lighter
flame like that. You're looking around and you can't even see like 5 feet in front of you and that much darkness with a little bit bitty lighter.
Yeah, that was pretty cool too. And then he just moved real quick and the light went out and he's like, see?
Yeah.
That's how fast you could lose your lighter, your light back then. So that was pretty cool too. Yeah, you're right on that.
There is some things that they're going to say to you. It's not like I said as scripted as in the beginning, like during the day, but there are things he will say or like
they both said.
And of course, the one bat they showed in the day tour, and they also showed it in the flashlight tour.
Yes, and he said that that morning they had gone and toured, so apparently the bat was still in that little crevice as you saw in both tours.
Yeah.
I also wanted to mention real quick, because we don't want to make this too long, but we wanted to give you our thoughts on it, was that on the VIP tour, he did allow us, I think it was 2 or 3 different spots in the caverns that he let us go, and he goes, well, that's not really a spot you can usually go, but you guys could go through there. So where the skeleton was, where we showed you through there, that's not a normal spot. Also with a fan, where you go up in the fan. And I think there might have been one other spot, but just the fact that you go to different little areas was pretty neat.
When you have a flashlight, I think you see more detail. Like you see things you don't see because all the lights are on and you're just looking around, you're seeing everything.
Yeah.
But when you got a flashlight, you notice, wow, look where that hole is. There's more back that way. I mean,
or the shells.
All kinds of areas that you could see. I think you could see more even when the lights are off with a flashlight.
More detail.
In my opinion.
I think you catch more detail.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
I'm the flashlight guy, I think. I think the flashlight tour is awesome. But the daytime is good. I would definitely do either one.
I do, yeah. If we came back, I think we'd probably do both again.
Yeah.
Because really, it was
it's not
$20 for the daytime for 2 of us, because it was $10 a person. And
Worth
then
it
was $12 for each of us for the after hours one. So we did both in one day. So I think we'd do it again. So $44, $45 it would be
and as
to
far
do
as
both
time,
of them.
You're looking at anywhere between 1 and 2 hours.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Yep. So for the morning one, for the regular one, they said it's usually about 45 minutes to an hour. They keep it to an hour because they have so many tours going through.
Yeah.
But they said it could be up to 2 hours long
With the flashlight.
for the flashlight tour.
Yeah.
So
that's
that's
because
a
they don't
difference
rush
too.
you. He really didn't say, okay guys, let's get going. Let's move to the next room.
No.
He kind of like waited till everybody got together again. And he said, okay, and then in the next room, you watch your head, watch this, watch that. Other than that, that was it.
That was a
as
big
far as
difference
that.
too.
It
Yeah,
was
the
a big
time,
difference.
the time
Yeah.
frame, because they are
An extra hour to just
to roam
explore
around.
a little bit.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
Awesome. Yeah. And for $2 more, definitely worth it.
Yeah, but if you're expecting like a
Yeah.
detailed tour with little headset and stuff for $12, you're not gonna get that. But it was still more enjoyable.
I liked
think.
it better, I think. Well, anyway, that's going to wrap it up. If you guys have any
Yeah.
questions, leave them down below. We always appreciate hearing from you.
Wait.
Oh.
I gotta mention one more thing.
What is it?
Don't forget to stay tuned because in the next road trip and adventure, we're going to be going to a Florida waterfall.
So stay tuned for that. We appreciate you guys for hitting that play button and spending time with us on these videos, and we'd appreciate that thumbs up and share us. Until next time, we'll see you somewhere down the road.
Or on the road. Bye.
See you guys. And we're back.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ready?
Hold on.